CVS, everybody knows. We all go to CVS. So, hey, look, I found the clearance degree, $3.12, and we had that $2 off. Yay. And it's a value size, and nice size. Pretty big. My sister actually loves this stuff, so she'll be like super happy. And it was the 2.7 ounce, and so my sister will be absolutely happy for that. So see, I do coupon for more than just me. I have to share. And even if I don't want to share, they still coming. They still coming. So I did the deals. Listen, excuse me, I was more excited about how many ECBs I got back, how many I gave them. That's where my head was at. My head wasn't on the idea that I got product, too. I didn't care about that. I was just trying to, like, what I give you, you give me back. So I gave them $24 in ECBs, and they gave me back $26.67 in ECBs. That's what I'm talking about. So I ended up with two $10, $1 for Right Guard, and $5 for Nivea, and that Hershey's Simple Candy, 67 cents. So this one was for the Gillette, spend $10. And then this other one was for extra care bucks for the products. You know, you buy certain products. So I selected, who could not need batteries? So I selected the batteries because we can always use those for the remotes around the house. So I selected the batteries and one paper towel, and then I bought 4 of the puffs. And, you know, I watched, and so that was the 25, gave you the $10 back. So I have watched enough videos to know what to do with these razors. I have watched enough videos to where I should get it all right. I should have been zero out of pocket for these razors. But I don't know what happened, but when I did my math, I ended up paying $5 for the razors. But the way Island Girl had explained it, and how many times I watched it, I don't know what happened, but I ended up paying $5 when I should have paid $0. I don't know what happened. I did have 5 off of 20s. I did get to use 5 of those. And listen, that little cashier lady gonna tell me, I don't know about these. I don't know. I mean, didn't even scan. She says, this says you have to spend $20. And my order is $118 and some change. I think $20 is in there. I'm not for sure. You know, this may be new math for her or something, but it's a few 20s in that $118 and some change. Oh, my goodness. I was thinking, did she really say that? So she was like, I guess you spent $118. And I'm thinking, how many 20s to get 100? Golly. So she went on and scanned them, and it worked okay. Excuse me. The only coupon that never works well is this Palmer's. She had to hold it, tilt it, move it, do a whole bunch of stuff, and it finally went. And she wasn't going to take it if it didn't be, you know, that it worked. She absolutely probably would not have taken it. But it ended up working out all right, and so those were free. You know, that's the $2 PDF. Those were free. Then we had you either had $1 printable off of Right Guard or $2 off of 2 printable for Right Guard, and then printable $2 off of that, of the degree, the clinical degree. Then coupons for that, for the Nivea. No coupons for the batteries. So here's what I did on the razors, right or wrong, love me or not. So I used the buy Buy a system, get the mop free. Use that. Then I used to buy a mop, get the mop disposables free. Then I used the $3 off of the disposables. Then I used the $3 off of the mop, and I used the $3 off of the print off of this thing here. And that's what I did. And no beeps. It all worked. Hey, that's what I got. I was like, OMG, if this is working out or not. And it worked. And I still, even with all the math, I still had to pay $5 for all of this. So I'm like, whatever. Even if I misused one of them $3, I made up for it paying $5. So get out. So this was 67 cents, and they gave you 67 back. And then look at here. I know y'all thinking, are you nuts? Yes, I am. So I had bought coupons offline, bought person's time, not the coupons, the time I paid for someone's time offline. And so I had 21 because I already had one newspaper at home and then the 20 they give me. So I had 21. So I bought 6 whenever, and here's 15. So when she's ringing me up, she says, first of all, let me explain. I have one granddaughter. Well, actually, I have 3 granddaughters because one's my son. That's in Cincinnati. One, my son. The other 2 are step, but they're still my grands regardless. So there's 3 girls right there, and then my niece makes 4, and my older niece makes 5. So I have 5 girls that this fingernail polish goes to all the time. Like last night when I was saying that I had 100 bottles, that's just what I personally had myself, kept at home just so I could count up and say I had it at one time. I'll still end up giving it all away. But I've had tons more, and I've given it to everyone, from daughter-in-laws to friends to whatever. So I'm I'm borderline hoarder, okay? Borderline. So I give. So she says to me, wow, about this. And so I told her, I said, yeah, and I explained all my dynamics of kids or whatever, you know, and who I'm giving to and this and that. And so then when she goes to get the coupons, she says, did you have a coupon for every polish? I said, well, yeah. Well, that was a dumb question. Hell yeah, I did. So she was like, did you ask your neighbors? I said, oh, I get them any way I can. I never told her how I purchased, where I got them from or what have you. I said, I get them any way I can. She was like, oh, well, So all this stuff you see here, 4 puffs, the rolls of paper towels, 2 Nivea, 2 Degree, 2 Right Guard, 2 Lips by Palmer's, 2 Mock disposable razors, 2 of the one of the other Venus, and another Mock Turbo. How many packs in there? 16 packs of batteries. Hey, that's all right. 16 batteries in there, and 15 of these 1 candy. And all of this cost me out of my pocket. I paid $10.66. $4.80 was my subtotal. My tax was $5.86. So I paid $10.66 out of pocket. My total savings for today was $141.24. So, I can't help it. And she's at the store. Well, I don't understand. You're at the store. You're where the newspapers are. You're where the product. You know when the product's on sale, when it's not, when it's clearance. You have firsthand knowledge of that. And, okay, maybe the cashier per se can't buy the items, but you have family members that you can tell them, here, come purchase this for me. Because I'm telling you, if I was in that position, and, okay, no, I can't personally buy it, but you can best believe my husband is going to be up here purchasing what I say that's needed in order to get these deals. I know way I'm going to miss a deal when I'm sitting here and it's right in my face. So she tells me, and let me say I got $26 back in ECBs. So and she tells me, oh, well, I used to buy stuff because it gave ECBs. I don't anymore. My cupboards were too full. Things were just, I had too much coming out of them, nowhere to put stuff. And so I just quit. And I'm thinking to myself, that's a blessing that you have nowhere to put your product and you didn't spend a lot of money for it. That is absolutely fantastic, awesome, a blessing, you know, amazing. And for her to be like, well, I just don't do it anymore. And she was saying it as to the fact of wanting me not to do it. So then she goes on and tells me, and I told her, I said, well, the challenge was to try to get double zeros. I said, I never can do that. So she tells me there's another couponer that comes in with a big binder, and she's in here forever. This is how she's talking to me. And it takes forever to cash her out, and she gets zeros. And I'm thinking, well, hell yeah, she's doing it right. She done got a whole plan. She said she just flips her pages and there's the coupons. And it takes so long, and she's in here a long time. I'm thinking, I want to meet her. You telling me like it's a bad thing, and I'm sitting here like, where's she at? I want to meet her. I want to learn something from her. But anyway, I'm rambling, which I always do. So everything you look in here, my subtotal, subtotal was $4.80 for this. Subtotal, $4.80. Yay! And I paid tax of $5.86, and I got back $26.67. So yeah, baby, I'm winning today. I'm loving it. So I'll be watching you watch me.